here is our first example on write an equation that relates to variables. So here's what I want you to write down. Let's go ahead and write down example 1. And this is going to be a direct variation problem. I want you to write down this. The distance, highlight that, varies directly as the time traveled. So that's our first part that we're going to pick out. So I'm going to identify this as my distance d, my variable d, and my distance of time as my other variable. So how we write an equation is distance equals the direct variation to time. You're always going to have that k in there. And what we want to do is we want to find the k. So we're going to take these two numbers, distance and time, and substitute into this equation. So 312 equals k and then 6. And what we're going to do is we're going to solve this for k. So we're going to divide both sides by 6. Just grab a calculator here. So we're going to take our 312 and divide it by 6. And this is going to be our constant k. And we get 52. So k equals 52. Step 2, write an equation that relates to those variables. So remember how we had d equals kt? We're just going to take this k and substitute it in. So distance equals 52t. All right, last step. Now we want to answer a question that relates to this. How far will we travel if we go for 4.5 hours? So that's our time. It's going to pop into here, and we're going to be able to solve it for d. So d equals 52 times 4.5 hours. So we take 52 times 4.5. D equals 234. And since we're having the units, it is miles. So if we go back up here, the first thing we want to do is take the given information, write our direct variation equation, substitute the values in to find our k. Step 2 is to take that k and sub it in. And now we have our direct variation equation with k. And now we can go out and answer any question we want with distance or time. We've now completed this problem. You can go ahead and stop your recording.